Survivor competition set in. One team found itself in major turmoil, fueled by a blindside foe. The two sent off in that boat were hurt by what took place.
The thing for me is that Blue Tribe is dead.
Gone.
I'm not worried about Blue Tribe anymore. Big players make big plays at big times. And I will be back in the individual rounds. I promise you that.
Look, you gotta sell. You gotta sell things to win this game in the long run, right? The team competition's over after Claudia dropped some bombs. Individually, going to try to get back in there, get back in the mix of things. We kind of knew Dev was in a swing state, right? But had no idea I was second.
They'll always come for the great ones, and I get that. You have to come for the strongest, the fastest, the one that is probably going to win the whole thing. You have to go for that person. So I get it.
The biggest dogs.
The biggest
if
dogs.
You will.
The thing is that I will be back, and I'm pissed. Okay.
Like none of this makes sense. Like it doesn't even make sense. I mean, we had it broken down to where we had numbers on our side, and there were a lot of people that flip-flop. I mean, I don't understand. Like, y'all like some fish out of water, man. Flop, 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 flop. Like this makes no sense.
However, one teammate says it wasn't about switching alliances, but rather taking out a strong player.
I'm loyal to the people that I'm loyal to. Obviously, Devin needed to get out, and other people were on board with that. It's a compliment to Devin. He's a threat, and he was running the game, so we had to get that out, and Tyler just happened to be the person that was hip to hip with him. So really no warnings. I mean, we're just playing the game, and one thing leads to the next. So we'll see what happens.
Her words may not mean much to the two voted off, as they left her with this message.
I have one last thing to say. I will do anything in my power to make sure Eliana does not win this game.
I actually second that as well, because she is the biggest flip-flopper of all, to be honest with you. We knew it from the beginning when she started switching up, so we'll see what happens.
She's not too afraid though. She believes her alliance has her back.
Yeah, I feel good. I've got a good alliance and people that I trust, I hope. You never really know. But for now, I feel like it's worked out in our favor.
One player part of that group is torn by having ties on both sides.
It's been interesting, man. This is obviously my first competition, so it got cut through really fast, I'd say. Definitely the lines are blurred between inside sales and senior level staff, so it's tough, man. I have, built up a lot of relationships, but they just go out the window in this game, so definitely trying to figure out, what's the most advantageous situation for me. And so, not really sure I've made a decision, but I'm kind of sticking with what I've been with so far, so see what happens.
The team had little time to reminisce about the past decisions, as some started to look forward towards the next moves.
Yeah, I think we made it pretty easy for ourselves. I think it was clear who was voting with us and who was voting against us. So they know who they are that are going off next. It's a pretty obvious next couple steps. So we'll see.
And the ones who she's targeting seemingly knew that they could be on the outs.
So right now, Sarah and I definitely are feeling a little nervous. We know we sided with some people in our tribe who are no longer with us. And that has severely impacted us, you can say.
It's devastating, to say the least. A lot of the highlights have already been hit from today. I'm sure you'll see them at other points in this video, but we really wanted to sit down and take the time to just say our piece and move on with it.
And the craziest thing is, we like to say that we've been loyal. From the start, we've been loyal to our alliance.
Monday,
once we found out,
Monday morning,
when we saw the first list. And
it's disappointing that we can't say the same for everyone.
And some people have taken that negatively. They've taken loyalty for
betrayal.
Yeah.
Undermining.
Hurt.
According to one tribe member, though, the two had a chance to join their movement.
really it's their fault for not getting on board with the train in a sense. It was picking up steam last week, and I talked to Katie, I talked to Sarah, and I said, hey guys, like we're building this alliance here. We're voting Devin tomorrow. You guys want to be a part of it? And Katie and Sarah were just flat out about it, and Katie was, I guess, a little indecisive. So it's kind of on their own fault. I mean, love them to death for sure, and May crew represent, but the rules are kind of changing, so we'll see what happens. I mean, don't really know what's in the cards for sure. We're gonna kind of go with the flow here, but definitely I think time to think about what is the best route for me personally, because I want to go as far as I can. So yeah, Sarah, Katie, love y'all to death, but I don't know, might not be in the cards for you guys. We'll see what happens though.
It was too little too late, however, as they had accepted that they could be the next to go from their tribe.
I mean, we've had some ups and downs and some downs today.
I mean, Ben Brown, if you're out there, you are the biggest instigator in this company. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, so Sarah
So how are we feeling?
Yeah, that's a great question. We don't know what the future will hold. All we know is that we're loyal.
To each other, and I guess at this point, not really to anyone else. Justin Ripple, if you're out there, I still love you. We will take time to work on this outside of the office. It's not anything that needs to be said over the year. But we're probably next to go.
Yeah. This is probably our one and only confessional.
Testimonial is gonna be few and far between. We'll keep you guys updated, but it doesn't look good.
Azul forever. Azul. Matt and Brad, thank you for everything.
This is essentially what we're doing here is we're signing off.
Yeah, we're signing.
This is the end of the road for...
We see the light, we're just about to veer off, go back to mainland of the island.
Yeah, I'm ready to get back to safety. So it's been fun, y'all, and best of luck to the alliance that we did not join and wish we would have. Over and out.
And as day 5 of the game came to a close, so did these players' chances at being the lone survivor. This is Atlanta Hawk Survivor.